Hi, lovely. Welcome to Soul Sick Sunday, a wee bit later today. Today we are anchoring in to one of the deepest soul wounds that I see in powerful people today and as beautiful healers, as spiritual entrepreneurs. Why does being visible feel so unsafe in your body? This is what we're going to cover today. What part of you is still shrinking to survive, and you really be seen without being judged, abandoned, or attacked? And how do you meet the part of you that fears visibility and makes her feel safe? What would it look like to fully embody your truth without apology? Now, these are the questions that we're answering in this space today because let's be honest, you've got the message, you've got the mission, but when it's time for you to show up, your body just tightens, you procrastinate, your voice disappears, and your light, it really does dim because you just go and hide. So today we're not performing confidence, we're not forcing visibility, we're meeting the hidden part of you that learned being safe and seen equals danger. Yeah, or should I say, learned being seen equals danger. The part that still whispers, if they see the real me, I'll be too much. I'll lose love. I won't belong. But the truth is, your presence is not too much. It's the medicine. Your vulnerability is the medicine. Your truth deserves to be heard. And being seen is not a threat. It's an act of your mission, your devotion to the self. So let's bring that part of you home now. Let's bring the part where you just really breathe. Yeah, breathe through the nose, through the mouth, and just feel and ask yourself, where do I feel safe in my body right now? Where do I feel safe in my body right now? Because you always feel it somatically in the body. You always do. So then ask yourself here, where do I feel tension, tightness, or even where am I hiding? Just scan slowly the jaw. Is my jaw clenched? Is my tooth clenched behind my teeth? That's usually where we keep our stress, our tension. What about the throat? Is your voice frozen? What about the chest? Does it feel tight, collapsed, or guarded? Or the belly? What are you bracing? Is there something you're bracing? You feel that tight, that denseness, that heaviness in the belly? Even the hips. Can you hold yourself fully here? Just let your body reveal the truth. Because you don't need to fix it. You don't need fixed. You just need to feel it. Because the fear isn't in the mind, it's in the body. And sometimes it can be in the mind, but it's in the body too. And your body's just trying to keep you safe from something that already happened. And here's something most healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, light workers don't realize. If your body tightens, your throat closes, or your heart races, or every time you try to show up, because happens to the best of us, it's not because you're weak or flaky or you're not meant for leadership. It's because your nervous system remembers. You really do remembers. And what it remembers is you might have been the child who spoke truth or got ignored or punished or shamed, yeah? Or the one who naturally shone. Your light really shone bright, but it triggered jealousy or resentment in other people because their light didn't shine as bright. Or maybe you were the one who was too emotional, too intense, too much, and you decided it was safe to disappear. Yeah, these are all usually child-born belief systems. So what you do now in your business or even in your mission is every time you hit post or go live or raise your prices or speak from your soul, that old part flares up and whispers, shrink, be small, stay soft. Don't rock the boat now. You've got to stay likable. You've got to stay safe. And here's the truth, it changes everything. It really does. It isn't about confidence. This isn't even about mindset. Your mindset does help it. It's about the biological loyalty to a nervous system state that learned that visibility equals threat. And your body brilliantly adapted to protect you way back when you were that child. But now that protection is keeping you from your power. You say to yourself, I've been protecting myself from the past, not the present. Just like that land, because you no longer live in the room where that trauma began with that child. You're no longer the girl who had to shrink or survive. Visibility is not a threat. Your light is not a liability. Your full expression is your soul's sacred offering. And your body deserves to feel safe enough to let it rise. So let's meet the part of you that's still hiding. And if you can, close your eyes. If you're driving, obviously don't. And just picture the part of you that fears being seen. Just see it, or him for that matter. Yeah. Just connect to them. What do they look like? How old are they? Are they sitting or standing? What's their posture like? What are they saying to you? If they're saying anything at all. Where do they reside in the body? Where do you feel them in the body? Is it the throat, the chest, the gut? Let them speak. Are they saying it's not safe? Or I'll lose love? Or they'll judge me? Or I'll be punished? And what to do is just respond from your soul self. I see you. You're not wrong. You're absolutely brilliant. Thank you. But I've got you now. You're safe to be seen. And just breathe together, especially if you feel any tightness or heaviness within the body. Just inhale safety and just exhale that shame, that guilt. Inhale power. Exhale the fear. And just see yourself standing tall, rooted, radiant, unapologetically visible. Because people witnessing your truth and loving you for it. And just say to yourself today, I don't need to abandon myself today. Journal or reflect, what part of me am I ready to be let to be seen? Part of me am I ready to let to be seen? Or what am I doing? What am I what am I done dimming down to stay safe? What am I doing? What does my self-expression look like this week? What do I want to do? Where can I speak without softening? Where I can be powerful without guilt? Because you were never too much. You were just taught to believe that. And now you don't have to become anyone else to lead. You just have to stop hiding who you really are, or who you already are actually. Because being seen is not dangerous. Being seen is how your soul activates the world. And I'll give you a prime example of what I mean by that, because quite a few years I've heard I've been doing a rejection challenge. And that rejection challenge it brought up quite a few things for me. So I uncovered a 17-year self-sabotage pattern that really had me really badly spraining my ankle, or in fact 17 years ago breaking my foot, which actually in hindsight it really changed my life in a good way. However, what I found was, since breaking the foot, I would do the rejection, I would do the things, and then I realised when I went to do my daily stats that I hadn't done it for 2 or 3 days. My inner child, or my projector, or whoever it is that's trying to keep me safe, safety Sierra as I call her, was actually unconsciously, I didn't even realise. I'm telling a lie actually, because in the back of my head I kept saying, I need to do that challenge today. I need to do that challenge today. And I went out yesterday and said, oh, that's fine. I'll do my challenge. I'll think of something when I'm out and I'll do that challenge. And I got back home and realised I hadn't done the challenge. I didn't even think about it. We're very sneaky beings, our unconscious. So it's just becoming aware of it, bringing yourself back in, asking those asks. So I then went and asked 3 people different things. Same thing, but in a different way and on different platforms. Now, was my nervous system going 10 to the dozen when I was doing that? Yes, of course it was. I was taking myself to the edge, because I don't generally ask other people for things. So that's my edge of asking other people. Now, will I die if they say no? No. No, I'm just training my nervous system to do and widen so that I can then receive all these beautiful, wonderful things. And even I know doesn't mean that I'm not safe. Doesn't mean anything about me. I'm Varney, and please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. It'd be absolutely amazing. And I'm a spiritual teacher, and lovely to see you. That's good.